Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to Logical Republican. Hope you're doing well. My apologies for being absent for more than a few days. I've had to take care of some things. And remember, if you do like what you see, like what you hear, hit that like button, please. And the subscribe button would be fantastic. So I want to jump into a few things about the wacko liberal left, how intolerant they are, how they can dish it, but they can't take it. And when they don't like what you say, they threaten you with physical harm, because that has happened to me. Now, I am the first to admit that on social media, I am an absolute zero, okay? Nobody cares about me. I have very few views. I have very few subscribers. I have very few likes. And I mean, there's a multitude of reasons there, most likely because I haven't figured out the YouTube algorithm yet. And I guess not enough people have found me, and then, it's wound up in their search and like people's search. Anyways, whatever the reason is, I am the first to admit that I am completely irrelevant when it comes to social media. However, because of where I work and where I live and what I do, I wear this or one of other silly masks, right? Okay, so I'm not really Elizabeth Warren, and I'm not really Joe Biden, and I'm not really Mitt Romney, and I'm not really Bernie Sanders. These are just masks that I got at a novelty place, and it's for my own safety. So I've been calling out just basic things here, there, and wherever, and apparently people can't take it, right? They will post all day memes filled with fake news about something, but when they get called out on it, they go ballistic because, well, if it's a meme and it's on the internet, it must be true. Well, no. Is Simone Biles really donating $4 million to the Harris-Walz campaign? We don't know. She hasn't confirmed it. Can she personally donate that much money? No. Can she do it to a super PAC? Sure. That money falls into a black hole. Is she going to do it? Can she afford $4 million post-tax? I don't know. Apparently she gets X amount of money from the Olympics, but that money is taxed. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, that she won $4 million at the Olympics. Her take home out of that is probably about 2.6 after federal taxes. Well, okay, so is she donating 2.5, or is she kicking in another $1.5 million of her own money? Who knows? I've called out the fact that Kamala Harris in 3 weeks has not addressed the press. Not a single press conference, not a single anything. Basically, she shows up, she reads her teleprompter, her cue cards. She has a few off-the-cuff comments to people who say, "Kamala, I love you," or whatever it is. But I make that comment to somebody, and I get this elongated response back of, in a nutshell, she will address the press when she's good and ready to. And when she discusses her policies, then we'll all know what she stands for. Only Trumpers and Fox News a-holes care about this. Huh? Really? So you're going to follow this person that you know really nothing about, other than the fact that she's a Democrat and she was the VP who's responsible for being the border czar and the AI czar. And you're going to trust her just because she's a Democrat and she has a nice smile. Who knows what she stands for? She can't speak, but she's a Democrat. Anyways, I question this. Oh, delete me. I get deleted. I'm unfriended. Okay. Then I mention the very, very, very hard to find press release from 2006 on timwalz.org. Now, keep in mind, this has been deleted and you have to go into like web archives to find it. But in a Tim Walz press release for his initial candidacy for Congress. Now, this is in a Tim Walz issued, Tim Walz approved Tim Walz maybe penned even press release from 2006. He clearly states he was a veteran of Operation Enduring Freedom. He wasn't. He wasn't there. Okay? We've talked about all of this other stuff. It's a GOP plot to denigrate his service. And Buttigieg has gone to his defense saying he served his nation, blah, blah, blah. Well, he lied. Plain and simple, it's a lie. He wasn't there. Now, okay, well, did he write it? I don't know, but I'm sure he had editorial approval of his own press release, for goodness sakes. It was on his website to be elected, and now suddenly it's deleted. Now, to give the Washington Post some credit, they actually did a story on this, and I think that's where I found the link, because it's not on his website. It's on like a Wayback Machine or something like that, where you can actually find old things that were on the internet that were actually archived. But you ask about that, and you're an a-hole. You're right. You're this. You're that. Oh well, what did J.D. Vance do? Well, I'm not talking about J.D. Vance. I'm talking about the guy who's Kamala Harris's running mate. Okay. Don't deflect. Answer the question. Right? Was he there or wasn't he there? No, he was not there. Therefore, it's untrue. Fact. Okay. Then I ask a rhetorically joking question about if Kamala Harris does win the election and they move into the White House, is Doug Emhoff going to have a nanny's quarter built in? Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. So before he was married to Kamala, he was married to some other person, the one that he has kids with, and they had a nanny, and he knocked up the nanny. Now, the press is not digging into this, but Doug Emhoff knocked up the nanny. Seriously. And it said, and this is in some of the stories, it resulted in a pregnancy. Now, whatever happened after that, nobody seems to really care about, right? This is totally being swept under the rug. He's going to be the first gentleman, the first Jewish gentleman, whatever. But the fact is, he knocked up the nanny. It's not speculative. He admitted it. He knocked up the nanny. Okay? I talk about word salad and that she can't speak without rehearsing or a teleprompter or cue cards. And I'm a jerk. Oh, just wait until she gets to that debate stage, they say. Well, she's going to have a few zingers. Yes, she will. I'm sure she will. She's going to be well rehearsed, right? They're going to spend a week with her rehearsing, making sure that when Donald Trump says this trigger word, then you dive right in and have a Joe Biden debate moment in 2020 where you basically call Joe Biden a racist. I was that girl. I was on that school bus, she's going to say. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Now, these so-called friends on my personal private Facebook page, right? I have literally a handful of friends on there. They're mostly people that I've known from high school and way back. And one of these people deletes me because, again, I question about when Kamala Harris is actually going to speak to the press. They delete me. They can post crap all day long. All day long. It seems like they have nothing else to do except post crap. Memes that they find. Little tidbits of information. Jabs of, they've got to send it all to their like-minded friends who then backslap them and like and comment about what a bozo so-and-so is. And regardless of what the meme says, they think that it's the gospel because, well, my friend posted it and it's on the internet, so it has to be true. Oh, delete. Well, anyways, getting back to the gist of this, it's a scary world out there. I got threats, okay? Bodily harm threats sent to my blog email, left for me on YouTube, and from unknown people on Facebook that saw a comment that I made on somebody else's page, okay? And the gist of it is, one of them said to me, I am going to find your ass and break your effing neck. Okay. Wow. Okay. This is politics. It's not like British soccer where, your team is your life and you work in a factory and you've got no life. You hate your family. You hate your job. You hate everything about it. But all you've got is Sunday game day. And you're going to go and get drunk at the stadium and fight with the other team's fans. That's what this has come to, is these freaking losers on the left, all they care about is winning. And when you call them out on anything, all they want to do is punch you in the nose. Or in other cases, break windows or set fires or scratch your car or whatever because you have the wrong bumper sticker or lawn sign or wear the wrong hat or whatever, right? And this is why Trump is going to win, because people like me absolutely refuse to answer polling questions. Why? Because I don't know who the person is on the phone. I don't know if they know who I am. I don't know if they're going to post my name. I don't know anything about these people who call me anonymously saying they're from Pew Poll or USA Today poll or whatever poll. I don't know who they are. I don't know how they got got my number. I don't know if they know my name. I don't know if they know my address. I know nothing about these people. And it seems like whenever you go against the narrative these days and you do answer a poll or you do stand up or acknowledge that you don't care for whomever the person of choice is in said election or whatever, then you get outed. And it's just kind of the way it is. So anyways, wrapping this up, it's just kind of ridiculous what this has all come to. And it's not the right doing this. It is the left doing this. It is the wacko left who can dish, but they can't take. Hope you like what you see, like what you hear. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will hopefully see you again tomorrow.